What is either one of these? A joke you regret telling, or a prank you regret pulling?
Oh, I have one I regret doing. This was 4th grade, like summer. What are you laughing, dude?
Can't wait. This face is killing me.
So there's this. This was like 4th grade summer. I was put in like one of those like after school programs. So my mom can't watch me, right? And this was in Cerritos. Do you know where there used to be a Lucky's there, but now I think it's a Seafood Palace next to Polly's Pies?
They need to bring back Lucky's.
That's what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's actually close to Quest.
On Pioneer?
I forgot. But you know what Polly's Pies is?
I don't remember what Polly's Pies.
Okay. But
Cerritos?
yeah, but anyways, there was a fucking after school place there.
Oh, on Norwalk.
On Norwalk, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And then in our class, there's this like teacher's pet Indian kid. Like every time the teacher would ask a question, I know the answer. I know the answer. And then I think since I was like troublesome, he would always like throw these dirty looks at me, like you whatever. And then he would always say, like, I do karate or taekwondo, whatever. And he was like, he was just pretty much like me all day. I'm like, man, this guy is annoying. And then one day during lunch, he was bent over, like sharpening a pencil. Yeah. And I was like, how funny would it be if I just run up to him and I just push him? So I ran up to him, I pushed him. I didn't realize I was gonna push him into the drywall. So I pushed him into the drywall, went boom, straight into the drywall. I was like, oh shit. So I fucking ran downstairs. And then I was just chilling outside, like pretending like I wasn't even up there.
That's a decent cover up.
Yeah.
He comes out.
What, me? Come on, I've been here with my friends.
The pole.
Yeah, we started.
I was fucking the pole.
We started fighting, like straight scrapping, and I was like, oh shit. So I was actually, oh shit, this fool's down actually.
Oh, he's bad at
I don't remember, but we started fighting, and then it got broke up real fast. And yeah, and then, but then the reason why I regret it, I was like, none of that needed to happen. Like I didn't have to push him into the drywall or anything. Like
it wasn't satisfying enough either.
Like I'm just like I was a shit kid, you know. I was a kid that never did the homework. Okay. Like okay, who read page 20? And it's like literally the whole class, and I'm like, I was just a shitty kid, and then so he probably had like a right to fucking throw those dirty looks at me. But then I made it all personal, and then I pushed him through the drywall.
So when you say through the drywall, was it like he...
Like that. Like literally his head was like that.
Oh, his head?
Yeah, it comes out with fucking dusty white shit all over. So even when I ran downstairs to the front like this, when he's running downstairs, there's fucking white powder all over his fucking beautiful brown skin. Like, everyone's like, what the fuck? I think his name was VJ or something. Like, what the fuck happened to VJ?
VJ?
VJ.
That's a good name for him, too.
V-I-J-A-Y.
Yeah, V-I-J-A-Y.
Yeah.
That's also a good reason for him to want to fight you. Like, if his head is through a wall.
Yeah, I think it was a soft
Good
spot.
thing he didn't hit the stud.
For real.
He was heavier set, so maybe it was his own weight that went through the drywall.
Yeah, it was mostly.
Yeah, victim blame, victim blame.
You should blame yourself all the way.
When you shoved him, you were like, damn, I'm pretty strong.
Also, isn't it his fault for being annoying? It's his fault for being annoying, right?
Yeah, it's really annoying.
Yeah, it's all his fault.
Yeah.
You gotta come in.
Did he have any less annoying traits against you afterwards? Like, was he nicer to you?
I think I got kicked out. So I don't.
So you didn't even see the change.
I don't remember any other future interactions.
Damn.
I feel bad about my story.
Why?
It's like one that lays heavy on my conscience still.
Why?
Is it recent?
No, it was in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there was this girl, and she was in my summer school class, and she was like the weird girl in school. Like everybody thought she was weird, and she was. Not to be mean, but she was.
Like weird hot or just weird?
No, weird is in like just really bad, annoying, like didn't get any social cues whatsoever, just completely like not socially there kind of. But I felt bad to her, so I was like, I decided to be nice to her and to like start being her friend. And then I found out the next day from somebody, they said, oh, she has a crush on you, and apparently she was telling people that she liked me. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, this can't happen. Like, this is social suicide. So I'm like, how do I...
Oh, because you didn't come out yet, or?
No, like, if you were to date this girl, she's the weirdest girl in the school, so having her like you is like social suicide pretty
I
much.
see. Yeah.
And so I was like...
That's even gayer.
I was like, oh no, they're gonna think I'm straight. So I'm like, what do I do to like show that I don't like this girl?
Oh no! So you have to play the opposite.
So I decided that I had to figure out a way to bully her to like make her know that I
gotta, like-
wasn't like actually like on her side.
Dude,
like
you're
that.
a teen movie.
Which I like. It's okay. This I still feel bad about this. So she ended up going to the bathroom, and like the whole entire class was still in there while she went, and I decided to take her stuff, like all of her papers, and put it like on a table next to a fan, and then set her backpack on top of it. So whenever she came back, she was like, why is my stuff over here? She picked up her backpack, and then all her papers like blew across the whole classroom.
That is a very scientific prank.
What a setup.
And like,
Wow, that's pretty
And
good.
then like, she was like, that's funny. And then someone's like, Tyler did it. And then I think that's what crushed her, because she thought that I was her new crush. And then I did that to her, and
It's a dagger.
she was just like depressed the rest of the semester. And I literally, I still feel bad about it to this day. Like literally, like 10 years later.
Yikes, man.
Well, hopefully she's watching this and knows you're gay.
That's gonna make her feel better. She's like, okay, so I had no chance.
I do know, no
matter what.
I'm friends with her on Facebook, and from her Facebook statuses, it doesn't seem like her life has gotten better. It seems like people still bully her, and
That's not even
Like they still comment shitty
that's
stuff.
why like I feel bad. It's like I was just young and was just trying to protect my social. Well, I was also. It was my first year at the school too, so I was like, oh
dude.
shoot. I was like, I don't want them to. I don't want to get into like the wrong group of weirdos like my first year and have to be like friends with them the whole
Dude, you
year.
just
like,
reminded me of the caste system of like being disappointed that the wrong person likes you. I totally forgot about that shit.
what, how?
Because you don't think about that anymore.
That's crazy.
Because only the right people like you, all right?
Because not, everybody's so dispersed now. You're not under one like roof of like 500 people. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's I forgot that's a thing. Ooh.
And now
Ouch.
I just like I can't really bully people. Like I just have too heavy of a conscience whenever I do anything
Yeah.
mean. And for some reason, like I'm not even good at play bullying to people. People will like take things personally, even if I'm trying to be like funny about it.
Yeah.
So like I'd try not to even bully in general, because people don't take it as a joke for me. They always like get actually hurt, and then I'm like, well, this isn't fun anymore.
Your delivery's too honest.
Yeah.
Dang.
I remember bullying people and not knowing that I was bullying people until way later, and I look back and I'm like, oh, that was so fucked up. Cause like it was I think it was 4th grade that me and my friends thought it was so funny to find like the biggest guy and just jump him, and then you could be like, I found the biggest guy and we beat him up.
That didn't occur to you that was bullying?
Well, in my mind, I'm thinking he's so much bigger than me that it doesn't hurt them. So like you just create things like, or they're the bully because they're already
Colossus.
big. So then maybe they're bullying someone else. So I'm gonna beat him up so he doesn't bully me.
Attack on Titan.
Oh, it's
It's
very
like a-
peacemakers.
No, it's like a weird kid logic, right?
Right.
And then I just thought it was so funny if a big guy is like afraid of me or whatever.
But are you like socking him in the face?
We just torment them. We just find things to do to like always be an asshole, or like, or like, you know, like when
Also,
you
was
tell
it
your
like
friend.
a one-time crime?
No, like one thing we did is, I mean, you know how like kids they'll crouch behind you and then you can fucking push them and then they'll slam and then
To a big guy, that's like his biggest weakness.
yeah, and then because they're bigger, because they're bigger, right?
Yeah.
And then like I don't know, like I never registered that like maybe they're scared and they're hurt too, cause they're big. So in my head I was like, little guys, you don't pick on the little guy, because little guys you gotta protect them because they're small.
Right. Hey, what's up guys? Just in case you have seen some of these lovely pieces on some of our gentlemen here, these awesome jade pendants, or you may have seen the recent JK adventure where we went to Jade Jewelers, just remember that the sale is on now. If you want to visit thejadejewelers.co, you can even find some of the stuff that our guys have had, and way more. The selection is huge, so make sure to visit the Jade Jewelers and check out what they've got.
Check it out.
Let's go.
And then so and I don't know, you just make up weird shit. And in junior high too, I remember I started like doing karate and all this stuff. And then I heard that my friend was like a black belt in Taekwondo or something. And I really liked him too. We would go play Pogs and like we would always play. And then for some reason, I was like, oh wow, he's a black belt? That must mean he fights so good. And then so my friend pushed me in the back. And then I bumped into him in the hallway, and he did that thing where he's like, oh, dude, he's pushing you. And I'm like, oh, he's pushing me? And then, like, I hyped myself up to be like, oh, you want to fight me?
That's like Peacemakers stuff.
Yeah, and then we started fighting, and then he never wanted to hang out with me ever again, and I was just like, why? You know, it's, like, so stupid. But, yeah, I had, like, weird... It's, like, weird, like, logic of, like, I'm fucking with people. Literally, we're fighting. I like this guy, but I want to beat his ass to see if he could beat my ass.
Yeah.
And then like later I'm just like,
that's rough.
You don't want to go do Pog stuff anymore? And he goes, I never want to talk to you anymore. You're not my friend. And I'm like, oh, you bitch. And then I'm just, but looking back, I'm like, I did that. But like at the time, somehow you kind of play these mental gymnastic things, and then you don't think you're a bully. Yeah.
Cause you think it's give and take too. Cause like I always felt like Asian thug kids did that. They always socked you too hard. They always did too much to you because it was an invitation to like up it back, but you just didn't feel like it. So then you just felt like you were being bullied.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Is I was being rough played.
It's like rough play. Yeah.
So I thought it was normal.
Yeah, because everybody's doing that to you. Yeah.
And then I'm getting bullied, but maybe I don't think I'm being bullied.
Yeah.
Even though it does hurt my heart.
I think I did the same thing to people exactly like that. And they were just like, yo, why are you doing that?
Like so many men don't even know how to show they like somebody without like hurting them.
Yeah, I didn't understand that I think I figured it out probably way later than you did.
Sometimes if I got picked on, I felt like, oh man, they really like me.
Is that why you pick on me so much?
Because he loves you.
But that is true. The verbal kind of picking on between guys now, I think
like I'm getting attention.
That's the biggest affection. Like Steve Green, like he likes you if he's really giving it to you.
No, I'm talking about like hazing and punching bag shit.
That is not
because
nice.
I'm just like, ooh, wait. You want to practice your punches and then like you're gonna hold me, or like they'll be like, hey, you know that game where they press you up against the wall, and they try to fucking pass you out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, pick me. Like I want to be the guy, and then they don't pick me, and I'm like, they don't like me that much. And then all my friends that are like, you know, like when the older guys come around, and they're like, oh my fucking god, we better get out of here. And then it's like too late, and then the older brothers grab you, and they're like, all right, we're gonna play full contact football. And I'm like, yay, big brothers. And then everyone else is starting to cry and shit, and I'm like, why? And then when we play, they're going hard. They're grabbing you, slamming you on the ground, and they think it's so funny. Yeah. And then I'm just like, me, pick me. I want to get hit.
Me too. I thought that was so funny, especially wrestling moves. I thought it was so fun to get like DDT'd, power bombed. I thought that was just so fun.
And I wanted to prove to the big guys.
Turns out not everyone likes it.
I wanted to prove to them that I can take the pain. Yeah. So I wanted the respect of them so badly. Yeah. But then all my friends are like, I don't like it when your brother comes and plays with us because he plays hard.
Yeah. It's kind of torturous to some people.
Yep.
Sometimes it's their nightmare. I thought like, it was funny too because have you guys ever seen these like videos where it gives me nightmares now to see it, of like a dude will be at Target and they'll like come up to a random person and he'll tell them a joke. And then that person will laugh, and he'll be like, "Explain that."
Oh yeah.
And then the joke didn't make sense, but then the dude laughed, and to be polite, and then he can't explain why he laughed.
Yeah.
You ever seen that?
Yeah.
You never seen those things? So when those started,
that doesn't make like, what do you call a sweet potato with cream?
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, I don't know, what is it, like a volcano? And the other guy's like, like explain that joke. Oh, Well, the cream, and the I guess.
So on the spot.
Yeah.
So like that idea
Yeah, so they pretty much, you caught them in a lie. You caught them in a fake laugh.
to make you look stupid, but like
Yeah.
as soon as that was like kind of picking up steam like on social media, a bunch of my old friends started sending it to me. And they were like, you remember doing this shit? You remember doing this shit? Like a bunch of them from high school. And I was like, oh fuck. They were like, you invented this motherfucker. They're all pissed. Because like in high school, I did this thing where like if we all ate as a group, like 20 of us, and someone went to the bathroom, I would prime everybody. I'd be like, all right, when this fool gets back, just laugh at my next joke. Don't even question it. So this fool comes back, sits down. I tell a joke, and I'm like, yo, what happens when you go waterfall, blah, turn the laugh together? Blah, blah, blah. Ha 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 ha. This fool obviously laughs because 20 people are laughing. And then everyone stops. We all look at the guy. We're like, why was that funny?
That's fucking hilarious.
It's so mean and so embarrassing.
When 20 people look at you, you're like, ugh.
But it's so mean, and it's like the most asshole thing. And that dude, and it's my friend Matt, and he's like every year after that, he's like, yeah, I never forgot when you did that shit, bro.
Honestly, it teaches you not to follow the herd. Goddamn.
But like they never made me forget it because not only
To everybody?
yeah, I did to everybody at different points, but every time I did it, they all were like mad at me.
They're like, fuck you, Ryan.
And they're like, that feels like shit, bro. How would you like if we did to you? But they never did it back because it's like fucked up. But like I didn't even. I just thought it was like crazy hijinks. Like wow. But then like
I think it's funny. I don't think
it's
mean.
totally not funny. And then I didn't realize for a long time I had this thing in my brain that I just thought shit like that was so funny, but it's like fucked up.
But it's only funny to you.
It's only funny
I
to
think
me,
that's
yeah.
the bully shit. Is like you think everyone's having a great time, but it's only funny to you. That's it.
Yeah, I did a prank, and this is how bad my brain was. I was already like, I want to say 18. I thought it was funny to go to my friend Roy's house, who lives in Cerritos, very nice house. I put my Civic on his lawn, and I did donuts and ruined his lawn
Oh shit.
in the middle of the
Asshole.
night. In the middle of the night, his family's house. And then he called me and he's like, "Did you do this?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like it's not even clever.
Right, did you recognize the Kumo tires?
Yeah, he's like my
Nice, right?
And then his mom and my mom are close, so she was like, "Why would he do that?" And then Roy's like called me. He's like, "Wow, what made you? What part of that was like?" And I was like, "What?"
It's because you're not using. It's
He's
not,
like, "I was like, do it to me. I don't care.
Just do it to my house.
We don't do that."
Do it to my family's house.
And then I still had that in my brain by the time I was like 20, 21. I did that to Steve's car, cause like me and Steve,
And he got mad.
yeah, he got super mad, but I think maybe that's when it hit me. Was like we were like fucking around, like we act like we're gonna hit each other's cars when we're parking. Like we go eat. I'm gonna hit your car. I'm gonna hit your car. And then like I just thought we were at that point. Like I didn't even know him that well yet.
Like if you actually hit, it'd be even funnier.
Exactly. And then like
I know that feeling.
He parks his car, and then like I'm about to park next to him, and he's like acting like he's gonna stand in front of my car, and I was like, oh, funny guy. So I just hit his car, and he had just painted his car.
Oh.
And the paint on his bumper just spiderwebbed out.
Oh my God.
And then he was just looking at it like, why would you do that? And I was like, yeah, why would I?
Just painting their car is different, too.
Yeah, I know, but like, I was like, I think that's the threshold of like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, cause Steve was like, hey, we just painted that. He's like, it's all new. Like, that's the only part. The part that the bumper, you messed it. He was like talking to me like I was crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know why I did that. I was like, I might be fucked up, man.
That was like me when I remember I broke into my friend's house.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they're gonna think this is so funny when they come in. It's me inside. So they'll like see them pull up in the driveway. Ta-da!
Yeah.
And then the mom's like, get out. And I'm like, what?
You're supposed to laugh.
Ta-da! I did the magic trick. You locked the doors, but I still got in. Guess how?
That's the thing, is I thought like the horsing aroundness of it was like negates the damage. The damage is funny. Like, oh come on, it's
You guys were at the phase of it's just a prank, bro.
Yeah, but it's like
Why don't you have a
real
sense of
damage.
humor?
That's gonna cost money.
You weren't even making a TikTok out of it.
To this day, Steve is still like, "What were you thinking?" I was like, "I don't know, man. It just looked like the right thing to do."
That's a good
People
excuse.
who
though.
never drink end up doing.
I know. I was like, "Why was that the right move?" I have no idea.
You find different ways
We
to
were
get
like,
the thrill.
I was like 21 years old. You think I should know better by then? But no.
Impulsive, stupid young man shit.
Dude, I had too much cum in my balls.
I like the explanation of, I think I'm fucked up.